Hello everybody and welcome to Bleed 2 Beginner Tournament, Story New Game Normal. My name is Eliana, or Ali for short, and I'm also a competitor in this tournament. We are in the losers bracket between Gigi and Zombie. This is actually a redo of a round 3 that originally took place yesterday, but Zombie had an IRL issue come up and it was interrupted. But they both agreed to redo the race, and that is what we are here for today. I did a countdown in their server. They should get started here soon. And they're off. Awesome. That's like perfectly synced. Awesome. Well, welcome to Bleed 2. We start by leaving our house, stopping playing video games to go save the world. It's unfortunate, but Rin's the only hero alive because she killed all the others in Bleed 1. So we have to go save the world. First up, we got this just generic platforming section. You gotta run on the buildings, shoot the people shooting at you, and get over here. Looks like Gigi is ever so slightly ahead, but like it really doesn't. It's not gonna make it now. There! Big guy comes up, shoots a big bullet, you have to deflect it at him. That just introduces the deflection mechanic, which is used for most of the game. And Gigi just arrived in the Rolling Invader room, which is another pair that has an HP bar, but they're really nothing. You just slow down time, shoot at them, and they're dead. That's also a thing in this game. Slowdown mechanic. You can slow down time to make it easier to dodge stuff and shoot stuff. But obviously it makes things slower, so you don't want to use it too much. Then we are now on the Blast Jumper, which is a pretty simple boss. Just shoots bullets, and you reflect them back. And Zombie's getting some really good RNG on this boss, getting 2 reflects. Gigi only getting 1, but looks like Gigi is still about a couple seconds ahead, despite the RNG. Yeah, and then now we're on to this little auto-scrolling section, where enemies just pop up and shoot at you. And there's not really a way to make it go faster. You just kind of shoot and keep running. I guess this is a good point to talk about. They have 2 different control schemes going on here. Gigi is using a controller, while Zombie is using a mouse and keyboard. Generally speaking, mouse and keyboard tends to make the game easier for aiming, because, you know, you can just point and click on the screen where you're shooting instead of having to point a control stick in the direction you want to shoot. But control stick, at least for me, makes it easier to move and platform. So, just use whichever one's better, more you're comfortable with if you start playing this game. Anyway, we're on the mirror car, the boss of the first level. It's pretty simple. It shoots a lot of bullets. You can reflect the purple ones. Can't reflect the yellows. Did I mention that? I probably haven't mentioned that. You can only reflect purple ones. If you're playing as the rival, you can reflect yellow ones, but we're not. And wow, this is pretty close already. Gigi's just a little bit ahead, but they're basically in. Gigi's didn't skip the end results screen fast enough. Oh no, that made Zombie go ahead a little bit. Alright, well that makes Zombie ahead. Just once again, level starts off with just a little platforming section. This one tends to trip me up personally. Cats shoot these big blobs at you, and there's these little purpley things flying around. I'm sure all these things have names. I know the names of the bosses. This is the kitty copter. It shoots missiles. Purple ones you can deflect. There's a big yellow one coming. That's gonna make a car appear from behind. And now that one, oh, it's not going behind the screen. That's good. And Zombie has finished the kitty copter. Gigi is just about to finish it. Her health is pretty low already, unfortunately. That shouldn't be too much of a problem for this level, but we'll see. Zombie is going to the tunnel, which is yet another random platforming section with these the cats with guns on flying bunnies. That's what they are. They try to shoot at you. And Zombie now reached the semi-core, which is rival driving a truck. And Gigi just joined him, fighting it as well. This fight's not too bad. You just shoot down You gotta jump off the truck when he's about to ram into the ceiling. And what you really want to see is what's coming out in Zombie's end right now. Is a big missile coming out. That's a big chunk of damage. You can deflect that. Yeah, Zombie's definitely pulling ahead at this point. But there's still plenty of game left. Here's the platforming section where things shoot at you. This one can get a little tricky with these bullets that appear because unless you're used to where they are, you can't. It's easy to run into them and stop your movement. Oh yeah, here's Valentine. This is the first fight against her. It's a pretty simple fight. Basically, she's gonna launch things, and you gotta block them or avoid them in a way that it does not hit Rival's truck. Because if it does, he won't be able to shoot at her and break her shield. And that's the only way you're gonna be able to do damage to her. So here comes two cars that she's gonna have to zombie flings out of the way, and did that just fine. The car is the one that can get a little janky. If you hit it the wrong way, it might not deflect it. That actually happened to me when I was practicing last night. If you hit the cars, they're like in the center of the car, it like doesn't always work. It's weird. But yeah, they seem to be doing just fine. Zombie's still a little bit ahead here. Oh, more cars. No worries there. Got them both. Some cars for Gigi. Oh no, she missed. She got caught in the lip of the truck. That happens to me all the time. Ah, that's really frustrating. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, Zombie's gonna definitely pull even further ahead at this point. But their in-game timer is almost the same though. That's interesting. But here's Zombie starting to chase while Gigi is just about to get out of the highway. Zombies, this first part of the chase is just things appear around you and they're gonna shoot at you. And you gotta shoot at them before, so they die. And then eventually the first boss appears. So, not much to do at this point except, you know, kill things and don't get hit. Because you wanna have, you know, save your HP, of course. Here we are on Red Sprite. She shoots a lot of big bullets and there's lots of birds everywhere. You want to reflect every purple bullet you can, and Zombie just missed 2. That's unfortunate. Because those deal a nice chunk of damage and make the fight much faster if you can deflect every single one. Easier said than done, to be honest, because she flies around a lot, she's small and not easy to hit all the time, and there's all these birds that you gotta worry about. But Zombie just finished her off, no problem. And Gigi is getting pretty close to doing the same. Very nice. And then we're at another section where things appear and they fly at you, and there's not much really you can do to speed it up that we're doing. It feels good if you shoot them faster, though. It makes you feel like you're doing it faster. And Zombie's just done bringing him into the fight against Ninja, which is a fairly tricky fight. But there's some tactics you could do to make it faster, but also make it more complicated. Zombie's doing pretty safe strategy here of just reflecting as the ninja flies at him. But Gigi is taking the approach of shooting at him as well, which does more damage overall, but it makes it harder to deflect. Which she did miss one of those deflects and made her take some damage. On the second phase here, they are both going for the safe strat of just waiting for him to be moving before you can shoot him. Because when he's standing still, he's going to deflect every bullet shot at him. What you could do is use the katana just to hit him while he's stationary, but that is a little risky because it's very hard to avoid him when he starts moving. Oh, Gigi finished him a little faster. Whoa, okay, Gigi just passed Zombie up there. Just barely, but that was very clean. And her HP's looking a little scary right now. I'm gonna hope she takes the safe death right before Rex Rocket coming up. But I don't know. She might not. Oh, she's down to 1 hit left. Okay. Please don't die in this auto-scrolling section that is very unpredictable and random and arbitrary. At the flying missile part, don't hit your head on the missile as you're flying to the right. You hit your head on the missile as you're flying. Crap, well, Zombie pulled ahead because of that. And we're now on Rex Rocket, the boss of level 3, the chase. His thing is shooting a lot of missiles, including the missiles you gotta jump on to keep staying in the fight. He's kind of hard to hit because he flies around everywhere and you gotta constantly adjust where you're aiming, because you gotta jump on all the missiles flying around. Yeah, he's not too tricky to beat, but he's tricky to, like, do quickly because of how much he flies around. Zombie finishes him off, and Gigi did so not far behind, and it looked like Gigi killed him right as she was in the bottom of the screen, which makes his death animation faster, because after you kill him, it shows the animation of Rin falling and landing on a missile. But if she's already down at the bottom of the screen, that animation doesn't need to play. So that did help a little bit, and at this point, they look pretty neck and neck. Like, Gigi got hit a couple times, putting her a little bit behind, but this is just a random platforming section that, you know, they're everywhere. Here we are on the Chaff Spammer, which is just this ship that shoots all these little chaffs, I guess you're gonna call them, that they block you from hitting it. So they're both taking the approach of just shoot it. Just shoot it. There are other strategies you can do, such as using the katana to clear away all the chaff faster, but it's a little more risky because you got to get up close to it, and you take more hits doing that. But looks like Zombie beat it and is moving on to the auto-scrolling tunnel, which basically the auto-scrolling goes faster as the room goes, but if you get hit by something, it grinds to a halt, and you go really slow. So you really don't want to get hit in this tunnel, which Zombie just did, unfortunately. So you can see how the auto-scroll kind of stopped there, and then now it's slowly picking up speed again. I think Gigi just about caught up. They are very, very close. Wow, this is really exciting. Did Zombie just get hit again? Oh my god, I think he did. And yet, okay, he's still just a little bit ahead. Now they just gotta fly past this area where there's a meteor's flying down on you. Really annoying, but it's a quick section. Fly past everything, don't get too much, and here we are. We are now on the boss rush, where we must fight robotic versions of bosses from Bleed 1. Starting off with Guppy. He is a joke. he just floats around, stares at you menacingly, sometimes rolls at you, sometimes shoots bullets at you. He's really easy boss. Zombie's opting for some slow motion there. I don't think that's necessary for Guppy, but they both finish Guppy off, no problem. Now we are on Gibby and Stu. Sorry, these are worms that fly around, enter and leave the ground and the walls, and spit bullets at you constantly. One shoots purple, one shoots yellow. They are not too tough. They can get a little tricky with dodging some of their attacks, but overall, they're not too big of a deal. And now, Zombie has reached White. White sucks. Most people in the Bleed community would say he is the most annoying, possibly even the hardest boss of the game to at least beat quickly, because of this little shield that floats around him and blocks your attacks if you are not shooting at the one small opening that slowly rotates. There's a lot of different strategies you can take to do that, and Gigi is looking really low on health. I'm kind of scared. They're both taking the approach of just shoot it. Try to, when the opening is facing you, try to take full advantage of it. There are other strategies. They could be faster strategies, but they're more risky. They both took the safe strat. No harm in that whatsoever. And we are on the final boss of the launch, which is Bunny Rocket. She just zips around the screen, shoots some bullets, drops some cars on you. It's no big deal. I'm surprised Gigi did not take a safety death before her. That is kind of risky. On one hand, Bunny Rocket's not too difficult to take care of, but that's kind of scary. Zombie finished her off and is now leaving the launch, and Gigi fell behind. She did not get hit. That is very good to see. Very happy that they're staying neck and neck like this. And Zombie is entering the warship, which it is a very relentless level where there is no section that is easy. Even this first little opening platforming section can be tricky without getting hit by things and doing it quickly. There's all these bubbles, there's all these things shooting at you, there's these floating robotic squid things that shoot at you. It is not a good time. And Zombie got through and is now entering the fight against a Segment Slider, another very, very annoying boss. And that you can only hit when he feels like it. When it feels like letting you hit him. Which is when he launches the segments ahead of him, and then with little circular core is exposed that you have to shoot at in order to defeat him. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like on the first phase there, Zombie definitely got definitely more hits out. Yeah, there's not much to say about this thing. It's just so freaking annoying. There's a lot of RNG with it too about which segment does he launch first. If he launches the middle one first, you're in business, because then you can start shooting them right away. If he launches one of the other ones first, you gotta wait longer before you can start shooting them. But it looks like they did beat him in pretty similar amounts of time. Actually, Gigi is, based on the in-game timer, Gigi's having a little bit quicker warship than Zombie's having, but Zombie's still overall a little bit ahead. Just barely. Okay, now it's hard to tell. The Gigi just barely pulled ahead by like less than a second, I think. Or more than a couple seconds, actually. And is Zombie taking a safety death? He's taking a safety death against the Nemesis core. Oh no, Gigi missed the wall reflect. Oh, that's unfortunate. She does not have a whole lot of room to move around at the moment because of that, and she missed a good chunk of damage she could have dealt to it. But anyway, the Nemesis core is a robotic version of the heart from Lead 1. This fight's really not too bad. You just shoot at it and click the wall. G just finished it off and is now entering Nemesis Core 2, which is a very annoying boss. Oh, she got hit there. Honestly, I'm used to standing in the middle there too, because I almost always take a safety death against this thing. So I understand why she'd be standing there out of habit. But, yeah. This thing is basically, it has the bombs, it's stuck around them. And you have to clean them off somehow in order to actually expose the part where you can shoot and deal damage. Sometimes it'll dash at you, you reflect it, bang it against the wall, which knocks off some bombs, launches some bombs off of it like it just had with Gigi, and Gigi did that just flawlessly, honestly, and finished it right up. Then there's another attack where it launches some bombs at you that you gotta deflect, purple ones only, of course. Zombie got that one at some point. Oh, it is! Oh my god! Okay, so Nemesis Core was left with like a sliver of HP, which just as his bombs came back, which definitely caused Zombie a bit of time there, unfortunately. Gigi's now going through what we call the graveyard, or also known as Bubble Hell, and I am very, very scared. Oh no! Yep, she died. Yeah, this is where a lot of runs end. This is a very relentless section. It's very, very difficult. There's really not much to say. It's platforming, but there's these bubbles everywhere. On the ground, falling from above you, falling from the sides. They're everywhere. It's terrible. Unfortunately, because of that death, Zombie was able to pull ahead slightly. And they have both reached the boss of the warship. What are they called again? The Anti-Battalion, I think? Anti-Battalion, I'm pretty sure. They're an evil version of one of the bosses of the first Bleed, but they have different transformations. They transform into various things. Bullets are not one we want to see because you can't do much damage to them. Pac-Man right here on Gigi's head is one we want to see. It gives you a lot of time to shoot at it, and a nice little reflect at the end there. Zombie looks like he got a couple saw blades and a shark. Those are, They're fine. They're not great, but at least they're not bullets. Gigi got more bullets. They both got bullets. No, they're like neck and neck for HP. Oh, and Gigi got a second Pac-Man. Gigi got 2 Pac-Mans in her fight. Zombie got none. That, honestly, was enough to make her pull ahead ever so slightly. Wow, this is really exciting. They keep passing each other due to various things that keep happening. It's very exciting. A reminder to anyone just tuning in, this is actually a redo of a round 3 from yesterday, so we will not be having 3 races today. We're only having 1. Just this one, and that's it. That will settle the winner of this loser race. Because of the loser bracket. And they're both here because they lost to me. Anyway, Gigi is arriving in the showdown against Valentine. I freaking love these fights. You have to fight Valentine in 4 phases. First phase is really easy. She just kind of summons minions. It's like, go, attack! And you just kind of avoid them and shoot them while shooting her. She is a little hard to hit because she's small and she flies around. That's kind of the biggest factor of the Valentine fights. Especially in her phase 3. But, yeah. Phase 1's kind of really easy. Gigi taking a couple hits, unfortunately, but... Oh, Zombie killed her just a little faster. And if I'm being honest, that might be due to mouse and keyboard setup, because it is a lot easier to aim at her with a mouse and keyboard. I speak from experience playing with a controller. We're both entering phase 2 now. In this phase, instead of telling her minions what to do, she forces them with her psychic powers to do what she wants. That doesn't make them too happy. But yeah, they seem to be doing just fine. They're not taking any damage, except Gigi did there. I just freaking jinxed it. Anyway, Zombie finished it off, and Gigi's not far behind. This is really freaking close. Zombie has not taken any damage so far, which, on one hand, is good. But on the other hand, if you want to get to phase 4 quicker, you want to die on purpose after phase 3. Because there's a little cutscene that plays after phase 3, and you can skip it if you die at the right time. They're both on phase 3. Phase 3 is definitely the trickiest, because she jumps around freaking everywhere. Constantly teleporting. It's really hard to keep up with her. Oh, and Gigi is looking pretty low on health. That's kind of scary. Zombie is at full health, meanwhile. So I gotta be honest, I don't know if Zombie's gonna go for the death that skips the cutscene. That, I think that would put Gigi is going for that. I think I've noticed Zombie doesn't do that. I think I've noticed in his past races, he doesn't skip this cutscene. Either he doesn't know about it or he forgets about it. That, honestly, that put Gigi ahead. Hands down. She's now ahead. She's first on phase 4. Phase 4, you gotta taunt, and the audience throws garbage at her. Then, if you taunt again, just at the right time, they throw garbage immediately again. And, which we call taunt, or the taunt stun lock. Gigi got the first one. She was a little early on the second one. Zombie did not... Oh, Zombie is not doing so well with this fight. Okay, yeah, Zombie's got to hit her 2 more times with taunts while Gigi is exiting the fight. Wow, okay. Yeah, Zombie's having some trouble with the taunts. After Valentine dies after phase 4, you kind of just sit for a little while. And the audience cheers for you. And Zombie just finishes her off now. Yeah, Gigi is quite ahead at this point. This cutscene's like 15 seconds long, 10-15 seconds long-ish, I think. I just made that number up. It just based on what I think. Oh, Gigi did not skip the rival cutscene. or did she? It felt slower to me. Maybe I'm going crazy here. Anyway, we're on the epilogue. Where the rival's like, we must now that Valentine's dead, we must decide who between us is the greater hero. And Rin's like, do we really have to do that right now? Can't we just play video games? Rival's like, no, we must do it now! And if I win, you will recognize me as the greater hero. Oh, okay, but if I win, you're gonna play video games with me. And we are having some massive lag? At least it is on my end. It was like on both ends. It seemed like it was on this. Whatever. Gigi cleaned up Mantis Core just fine and is now climbing up the wall to avoid Whale Core. She's having a little bit of a hard time with the platforming here, unfortunately, and took a few hits. But she's not in the Whale Core fight. While Zombie is almost done with Mantis. Yeah, the thing about Whale Core is you want to knock back as many of the purple missiles as you can, because they deal nice chunks of damage. They're a little hard to hit, though, especially if you're also shooting at the same time, which, you know, obviously you should be shooting at the same time. It's very easy to accidentally shoot and blow them up instead of knock them at him. The Zombie doing the climb, taking a couple hits. And he is now entering the whale core fight while Gigi is almost done with it. This is Gigi's definitely ahead, but it can still go either way. There's all sorts of things that can happen. This is very, very exciting. All right, Gigi just finished off whale core and is now about to enter spider core, where you're falling between these two buildings and you have the anti-gravity mechanic introduced in the warship. Where we, yeah, it launches stuff at you, you can knock it back. Sometimes it just shoots lasers at you, or falls at you. Gigi was not getting much to work with there, unfortunately. Oh, a yellow missile, we don't want to see that. You can't deflect yellows, of course. Also, I don't know how long ago that happened. I heard that was a raid from SpeedGaming 2. Welcome, everyone, to Bleed. You shoot stuff, avoid stuff, don't die. Do it quickly. Gigi's just finishing up the spider core fight. See, Zombie got a purple reflect there. I don't think Gigi got any purple reflects in her fight. So, that might make that fight go a little faster for Zombie. It's kind of hard to tell at this point, but... And Gigi is entering the crawling core fight, the semi-final boss of the game. And Zombie's just about to finish up spider core. Crawling core is really annoying because you gotta shoot to the left to actually do damage to it, but you also gotta shoot to the right to actually be able to move. So you gotta break these dirt blocks so you can move around. Very tricky fight, but Gigi seems to be doing just fine. I'm scared about her health though. I think she'll be fine though, because she'll probably want to take a safety death anyway, but right before Rival. Oh god, she has one hit left. She will definitely lose her lead if she dies here. Oh god, oh okay, I was wrong. She had 2 hits left. The HP bar is inconsistent in this game. Okay, whatever, she's fine. And that's actually the perfect HP to enter Rival with, because very easy to take your safety death. And Gigi's now entering the final fight against Rival. Zombie about to join her in a minute. Alright, Rival is a very RNG-based fight, so despite Gigi getting there first, it can still go either way. And Zombie's only at about half health? I wonder if he's gonna go for a safety death or not. Bonk! Yes! That's what we want to see, Gigi. Tried to do a kick, hit him right in the face. And a tennis match also done just perfectly. Lots of damage. Zombie did not go for a safety death. So he's risking it all to try to pull ahead and hope that Gigi messes up or that he gets better RNG. God, this is so freaking close. Gigi is so far in the lead, but anything could happen. Gigi did not take that tennis fight. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but either way is fine. Looks like they both deflected a nice purple boot there, almost at the same exact time. That was pretty neat to see. Gigi wins! Gigi finishes off Rival and is our winner of the loser match. Gigi. And Zombie is really close behind. That was a very close race. Very exciting to watch. Zombie's just about to finish up. He's typing in our Discord at the same time, so... Anyway, that's a wrap. I believe they will be in here for interviews. I think that's how this works. This is my first time commentating. That was really fun to watch. How they kept passing each other one after another. It was really hard to tell who was gonna win. Yeah, congrats to Gigi. Very proud. I'm just waiting for them to arrive. They will probably be getting invites to do commentary, interview things. Zombie is mentioning in the Discord he did completely forgot about the Valentine cutscene skip. So that honestly, I feel like Gigi beat him by a little bit longer than that cutscene takes. So I feel like she's still 101. Hard to say for sure. because he did kind of struggle with Valentine 4. So, who knows, though? A winner has to be marked? Oh, do I have to do that? Hold on. I think I did it. There. Add everyone's points. Mark Gigi is the winner. Hopefully that works. Sorry, I've been streaming for years, watching SpeedGaming for years. I've never actually done this before, though. Oh, we're joined by... Oh, hello! Welcome, both of you!
Hi.
GG, both of you. That was really exciting to watch. You constantly pass each other, back and forth. It was really, really exciting.
Yeah. Even though I lost, I'm glad it was under fair circumstances this time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, you would definitely have won that last race if you had not had that interruption. You were way ahead.
That's why I was so pissed, because I was so close, and then I get called downstairs. The worst timing, but man,
that is unfortunate.
I think we're quite similar skill-wise. So we were so close to beating each other in each and every round. I'm like, oh, I'm so excited for the next one. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the parts that I noticed, Gigi, you definitely pulled ahead the most at Valentine, because you not only skipped the cutscene between Phase 3 and Phase 4, you also did the taunt lock at least once. I think you missed the second one, but you did it once.
Missed the second one.
Yeah, so yeah, you definitely, and I think Zombie, you like missed one completely.
Oh yeah, no, totally just missed it completely, and that's when I was like, I gotta pull some magic to catch up here.
Yeah. So, outside of that, yeah, it was. I don't know. I don't really know.
I mean, the thing with the Valentine fight was, you mentioned GG skip. I'm way too conservative with my health, so I'm like, okay, do not get hit, do not get hit. So skipping the bubble probably wouldn't have been an option, because I couldn't have taken enough damage in order to do that.
Yeah, I was mentioning that.
It's hard to manage, like, my brain going, okay, take this amount of damage, oh, but don't die or you restart the entire fight and look like an idiot. And then I didn't take damage and still looked like an idiot.
Yeah, you had like full health at the end of Phase 3. I'm like, I don't think he's gonna take the death.
Yeah, no. I think I only took one eye death during that, and that was in the ship core fight. Because of the graveyard. I think the graveyard's after the ship core, but...
Gigi, yeah, you actually died in the graveyard midway. Yeah, you fell behind at that part. Yeah.
No.
My health, and I'm like, I'll be fine. I was fine.
I know, it's like that.
I wasn't fine.
Yeah, a little too much, that it's too much to try to kill yourself, but not enough to survive.
If you go in with like half or 3/4 of your health and you get to anti-battalion on one hit, it's like, oh, I gotta die anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Anti-battalion.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Yeah, Gigi, you actually pulled back ahead during anti-battalion because you got 2 Pac-Mans during the fight. Zombie got none.
Oh shit, I can't hear y'all.
Oh no.
Do you hear us?
Headphones bugged out for a minute. Yeah, I can hear y'all now.
Okay, what I just said a minute ago was that Gigi pulled ahead after her death in the graveyard. She got 2 Pac-Mans during the anti-battalion fight. You got 0.
Yeah,
Anti-battalion is just complete RNG. It can
it
be
is. It really is.
like, oh no, I'm winning. Oh no, I'm losing. If like you get nothing that will help you.
Anti-battalion being right after the graveyard is sort of poetic because it's kind of like the deciding point of your run. Like if you're both on pace, is one person gonna get double chompers or is the other person just gonna get the constant rockets, which can go suck something.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it on stream, but it can suck something.
I've had races or like I've had runs where I haven't got a saw or I haven't got Pac-Man. It's just been bullets and sharks, like a really
yeah.
bad
The bullets. I'm assuming you mean when anti-battalion goes to the top of the screen. The bullets attack I feel like is probably the best one you can get because he's completely still.
No, the bullets is when they turn into little bullet bills and shoot at you.
Oh, the rockets.
Yeah.
That one sucks. It's
I don't know
parryable.
what the one called. When they go, I call that one rain. It just goes in the sky and like starts raining bubbles on you. I don't know if that's what it's actually called. That's what I tend to call it.
That's probably the best one you can get, other than the Pac-Man one.
Yeah, because it sits there. You just shoot up at it.
The saw blade as well is also a pretty good one to get.
That's a good
It doesn't last very long, but yeah, when you while you shoot it, it's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm still shaking.
Imagine.
God, I mean, it was a good race, you know. I mean, you beat me by a few seconds. I beat you by a few. It's kind of funny that way. How the first race I beat you by a few by like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And then in the next race, it came down to milliseconds.
Yeah, that was insane.
To anyone who like didn't watch yesterday, or like Ali, if you weren't watching, he beat me by a couple seconds, and then I beat him by I think like 4 milliseconds.
What's 75 minus 39?
A lot.
Okay, hold on. I got a calculator here. I'll do. I mean, I've got my brain. I'll do some totally in my head math real quick, guys.
What we're saying is that it was really close.
Yeah.
Yes, that was. I was watching. Like, how do we know who wins?
36 seconds, milliseconds. Sorry.
If I hadn't had my timer running there, I probably would have been like, "Oh, you typed before me. You were."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why typing done isn't perfectly accurate, but
no.
Yeah, it was good. It was
good thing you both
your
had your clock running. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Seems like it didn't matter this run though, because I was behind by a good few seconds, and I swear to God, if the rival was a real person, I would clock him in his stupid face right now, because he is the entire reason I lost this run, because I forgot to spam spacebar on the epilogue opening animation, so his full dialogue played.
Really? Oh, I didn't notice that.
I like smashed the spacebar as soon as his face appeared on the screen. I'm like, oh God, oh no, the dialogue's playing. So I just slammed my spacebar as fast as I could to skip it. Because usually if you're spamming your spacebar before that, the wall will just blow up immediately and you can go right on out. But since I forgot to do that.
That is unfortunate.
It is.
Man. Still a good run though.
Well, Zombie, that unfortunately gets you out of the tournament. And GG moves on to the next round of the loser bracket. So what are y'all's
there was
thoughts?
Another fight in the loser bracket?
Well, me, DOA still have to race. The loser of that race will race
then
GG.
And then if GG beats them, they go on to against you.
You're assuming I'm going to win? Okay. Yeah, me versus DOA. Whoever loses races GG, and then whoever wins between those two ends up in the finals with whoever won the race I just said.
This tournament bracket's kind of looking like a spider web.
Losers.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I'm trying to jinx DOA or anything, but I haven't had a chance to race up against him yet, so kind of.
He's only had one race so far. It was against
This
Sage.
is my first tournament ever, and like I've been breaking PBs every tournament almost unintentionally. I'm literally learning as each match goes on. I mean, I think this is a beginner's tournament, so.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You get a sad feeling for like 5 minutes, and then it's like, oh my God, I hit a PB.
Yeah. I'm like, oh no, I lost, but oh my God, I beat my new PB by 3 minutes. I think I think it was against Sade. I beat my PB like twice in the same match. And then in the first round against you, I beat my PB.
Yeah.
Again.
I did too.
God, I did make a lot of mistakes in that run though. I did get hit a lot.
Regardless, it was so close. You are a great racer, and honestly,
you.
even outside of a tournament, I would love to race you again.
Thank you.
Aw. Yeah, it was really fun to watch, so I agree with this.
I mean, hell, if there's more tournaments that come up, who knows? I had so much fun with this tournament. Hell, maybe I'll even enter another one, and we'll get another chance to race each other again.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds great.
But it seems like this is where I get off the tournament ride. Gigi, I hope you win. Seriously, you have a lot of respect and honor with re-challenging me again and everything, and I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate that, because I was extremely upset over the fact that was why I lost that round. But
I would be too. Understandable.
Would have taken that win, because that's a dirty win. And it just, like I say, you're good at what you do. It's to see you go down, give up like that. It's just, no, this isn't happening.
Thank you. I appreciate it. God, hell, here I am, a month ago. I have no idea what I'm doing. Playing the game on stream. I beat it in 30 minutes, and Jacket's coming into the stream by pure chance. It's kind of funny like that,
He stalks the Bleed streamers.
I honestly...
Your stream Bleed? Oh, Jackets is here.
Yep, he's here now. Honestly, I know that now, but just what it seemed like at the time to be a chance encounter is just really funny to me.
Hey, you want to join a tournament, kid?
Hey, kid, I see this is your first time ever speedrunning a game ever. You should join this tournament. And then here I am, 3 matches in.
Yeah.
Well, I do need to go, because I think Jack had said we have 45 minutes, and it's 6:45, and I also have some stuff to take care of. So I will catch you all later. Gigi, I wish you the best luck on the next rounds that are coming up for you.
And Ali
forward to seeing you
and
later.
beat Ali for me. Beat Ali for me, okay?
Good luck. She's only here. You guys are both only here because you lost to me. Remember?
True. So beat Ali for me. Beat Ali for me. Make sure everyone's rooting for you on the stream where you beat Ali, instead of everyone rooting for Ali instead of you.
Oh, please, sorry. Those are just my friends who came along.
I know. I'm just gonna keep making that joke though, because it's funny. Get your friends in the stream. Get them to cheer you on.
The power of friendship.
I'm looking forward to it either way.
That's great.
All right. Yeah. Well, I will see you all later. I'm gonna go now. Goodbye.
All right. See y'all later. And thanks everyone for tuning in. Subscribe to SpeedGaming and check out the Bleed server and all that good stuff.
We are really nice people. You should come and say hi to us.
Most of the time. Yes.
Yeah. Off the cameras, I hate everyone. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Come join us ever.
Oh, next race. Next race is between me and DOA. I think it's next Saturday. Or he's still iffy on it, but I think that's when it'll be. So look forward to that. And yeah. I think we're done.
Cool. I think it's gonna kick us out when the stream ends, so...
The last time we just got booted when they felt like we were done.
Yeah, okay. Good luck with your race if we just suddenly get booted.
Oh, yes. Good luck with whether I'm in it or not. The race against you as well, so...
Okay, I'm gonna head out then.
Okay, yep, see ya.
See ya.
And I've also got to go, so thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe to SpeedGaming. And tune in for other cool stuff. Bye!